guys, welcome. Today I'm feeling sad. Even though I might not look it, my laptop has completely crashed. It's dead as a doornail. It doesn't come on. Well, it does come on, but I'm using in recovery mode, which means basically what's happened is my startup drive doesn't work anymore, so I can't record. I can't access anything on my thing. Nothing. It's kaput. It needs to be buried in the ground. It's dead basically. So at the moment I'm using my husband's iPad to record because mine was stolen when we were robbed. So this is what I have to record at the moment. But anyway, moving on. I'm going to give you guys story time today. Last week we had a car crash. I can't believe it. It's ridiculous. Literally what happened was we were following somebody else because my husband was doing looking at a job for someone, and we were following them along in the car. I think for whatever reason that person they broke quite suddenly, and then I could see the accident about to happen. I wasn't driving, my husband was driving, but basically I could see the accident about to happen, and my husband broke just in time before we hit them. And I was like, phew. Literally the minute we finished saying phew, we're poof, someone went into the back of us. Like all I could do was shake my head. I mean, thankfully none of us were hurt. The children were in the car as well. None of us were hurt, which was great. So my husband got out to go and look at the damage, and what had happened was the exhaust had moved out of place, the bumper had been crushed, the backlight had also been smashed up and stuff, and the vehicle that had hit us looks a bit like a trotro, so like a minivan type thing. And the guy came out, and I was thinking, oh my gosh, why of all the things to hit us, why a trotro? The two things you do not want to ever have an accident with in Ghana are trotros and taxis. They are the worst people to have an accident with, I'm sorry, because those people, a lot of the time, they're not going to have the money to pay for your car. I'm just being real here, yeah? They're not going to have the money to pay to repair your vehicle. It's going to cost you a lot of wahala, a lot of time, a lot of headache, a lot of probably sleepless nights as well, trying to get your car fixed. So you don't want to bump into those two things. So basically we thought it was a trotro. When we got out, in fact it was actually a driver for a company. So he was like, oh, I'm really sorry. But to be honest with you, the way he broke, I think that he was probably tailgating us too much, because we had time to brake from the people that we were following. So I don't see how he didn't have time to brake. He just went into us. So I think he must have been driving just a little bit too close, following us on the motorway. So my husband got out and he just assessed the damage, and it was like, oh, why? So there was a lot of why going on for a while. And this guy was like, oh, sorry. He said, I'll call my boss. My boss will pay for it. Boss pay for it. So he called his boss up on the phone and explained what had happened. We didn't really know what to do because we've never really been in an accident in Ghana before. So we weren't sure what the protocol was. If this was the UK, it's simple. You take the person's insurance details from them. You just swap insurance details. If the accident is really bad, you can call the police. They will come out and it's all taken care of you. It's all cleaned up by the end of the day. Ghana's not like that. Here, insurance is very expensive. Most people don't have fully comprehensive insurance, because fully comprehensive insurance, I believe, is 20% of the value of the vehicle. Yeah, you heard me. 20% of the value of the vehicle. Third-party fire and theft is also, I think, is about 10%. It's something ridiculous. So most people here only have like third-party. I'm using my hand. I didn't realise that I actually talk quite a lot with my hands, but I do. But anyway, so most people only buy third-party only insurance. So it will fix other people's car, but it won't fix any damage that you've caused to your own vehicle. So anyway, back to the story. My husband was like, look, we have to go police station, we have to go sort this out. And the guy's like, oh, boss, please, my boss will sort it out. So he called his boss on the phone, and they had a conversation between them, and he was like, oh, please come to the where the factory is. My boss will pay you for the damage. We'll work it out, please. Then we saw a police motorbike coming past, and we tried to wave him down to come over. He was like, go to the police station. So he just basically kept on going. And so we were like, look, we've got to go to the police station. The guy was begging us, please, this not be police matter, because he knew he was going to get into trouble basically for having the accident, and he didn't want to go there. So we did a U-turn, and we were going to follow the guy along with my friend, so two cars following this person who had crashed into us, to their factory. And what happened was, on the way we got stopped just by the police station, the local police station, and because the guy had seen the damage that had been done to the minivan, because it was quite bad. He had smashed up the front of his vehicle quite a lot. So they were telling us to go to the police station. But anyway, I'm talking too much. So basically what happened was we didn't end up going to the police station. We went to the factory. We got to the factory and the guy came out, the owner of the factory came out and he was like, oh, I'm really sorry. He was really apologetic. He was really good actually. He was like, I'm really sorry. You know, we'll fix it. We'll put it through the insurance, but we need to go and file a police report first. So we were going to go to the nearest police station. Now, when we were going to the police station, we got a phone call from the guy whose company it was. And he said to us, don't tell the police that you didn't have the accident in this area, otherwise they will make you go back to the other police station. And my husband was like, I'm not doing that. He said, if I do that, if I lie and then anybody finds out that I lie, it could invalidate the insurance. I'm not going to do that. So I said to my husband, okay, how about we go to this local police station here and we tell them, if they say we have to go back to where the accident happened, then that's just part of it. That's what we're going to have to do. So we went into the local police station. When we got there, my husband didn't want to go in. He just had enough for the day. So I went in to report it. I got in there with the guy that had crashed into us. And then I started telling the woman what happened. And she was like, why did you follow them to the company? What if they had killed you on the way? She kind of had a point, but I felt kind of safe because, you know, there were 2 cars of us. There was only one of him. So, you know, I didn't really feel too bad about it. But anyway, she had a point. And she was like, do you know that I could arrest you right here for failing to report an accident? I was like, okay, all right. You know, she's been kind of harsh here. I'm like, I've come to report it. This might not be the right police station, but at least, you know, we've come to report it. And then so she decided she took us to the superior. The guy came out and then he was talking to us. He started talking to me and she was like, blah, 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 blah. And I was just like, and so the only thing I could remember was Mitsumi Kasa tree, which means I don't understand tree. And then immediately, as I said that, his whole persona just lightened. And he was like, oh, have you just come to Ghana? And then we had a little conversation. He was like, oh, we have to teach you tree. He said, you can't speak anything. And I was like, oh. And then I said, what was I saying? I said, kakra kakra, meaning a little bit. And he was really impressed. And so it lightened the whole situation. So learn a couple of words. It will save you in a situation. So it lightened the situation, and then he was like, okay, let's go see the damage, da, 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 da. We were at the police station literally for the whole day, hours. We had food delivered to us there because we were there for hours. It was frustrating. Anyway, to cut a long story very short, okay, they took our vehicle to be repaired. It's been a whole week now. Our vehicle is still being repaired. I've had no car, no laptop. It's been tough, guys, seriously tough. But anyway, it's getting repaired. That's the main thing. So there are actually good people in Ghana, believe it or not. Even though a lot of you don't think so, there are good people in Ghana that will do the right thing. So our car's being worked on at the moment. Hopefully we should get it back in the next few days. I'm hoping that a laptop will drop out of the sky and land on my lap so I can have a new laptop to work on. That would be really handy. But anyway, so next time you have an accident in Ghana, because usually what happens is anything that you don't know about, anything that you don't know what to do, you normally find a way to do it when that thing happens to you. If that makes sense. No, I'll say it again. Okay. If you don't know what to do in the case of an accident, wait for an accident to happen to you, and then you'll know what to do next time. Now we know what to do. So if you ever have an accident with anybody, yeah, go to the nearest police station and report it. File a report before anything else. A lot of the times, if you have an accident with someone, usually they will just pay for the damage. Just hand the money to you if they have it there or then, or you have to come to some type of arrangement somehow. That's all you can do, basically. And that's it. But please don't bump into Chauchat drivers. As soon as you have an accident with them, all they do is they get down on their knees and they beg you, please, 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 please don't report it. Please, 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 we'll come to arrangement. I'm not sure what happens after the please, 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 but I've seen a lot of please, 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 where they're on their knees begging you, please don't do anything. And that's it. But anyway, guys, that's way too much talking for me. I know, I'm sorry. Until next time.